Hey everyone, GM Rex here, and this is a special video because I got an early Christmas present. Who gave me this early Christmas present? Chris, obviously, you know, my best friend in the world. Major shout out to Chris, although I don't know if he'll see this. But either way, shout out to Chris. And he got me the ringside exclusive Shawn Michaels. Classic Shawn Michaels, classic HBK. No, I will not be reviewing this right now. However, in the coming weeks, you will see a review of this. Nice little background story too, and I'll read that once I review it. This is actually a funny story because he's known I've wanted this for the longest time. So I'm going to tell you the story about it. But you know what? I got to start this story 2 years ago, technically. Around Christmas time, 2014. Hey Timmy, what's up? Christmas time, 2014. Chris wanted the Elite 30 Lex Luger. Now, I knew this, and you know, we searched toy stores trying to find it. Me and him, you know, we searched Walmart's, Toys R Us. We would drive like an hour away to try to find this Lex Luger figure. We couldn't find it. So a couple days later, gets a little closer to Christmas, I see it at Walmart in Lunenburg, which is where Chris lives, and that's the closest Walmart to me. So I grab it. I'm like, perfect. I got Chris's Christmas present. He's not going to expect this because we can't find it. So I grab it. I buy it for him. The next day he comes over and he's like, want to go to Toys R Us? I'm like, sure. So we go to Toys R Us, and sure enough, they have the Elite 30 Lex Luger. And I'm like, he's not looking at it, he's not picking it up. Like, he saw that they had it, but he didn't buy it. I was like, how come you're not getting the Lex Luger? You were looking for that thing like crazy. He goes, oh, I already bought it. So I was like, oh, man. I'm like, dude, I bought that for you for Christmas. He's like, well, now you have one, because I wanted it too. So I was like, okay, all right. So then later on that day, we go to Super Walmart in Leominster, and I was collecting the Guardians of the Galaxy figures from when the first movie came out. And the last one I needed was Rocket Raccoon. So I couldn't find this thing anywhere. Like, same thing. I was looking everywhere for it. And I finally found it at this Walmart. So I picked it up in my hand. It was either that or the Elite 28 Triple H. I was like, well, Rocket Raccoon, I need him so I can complete building Groot. Because Rocket was the last piece I needed to do the Build-A-Figure. And so I grabbed it, and Chris scratches his head, the back of his head like this, and goes, I kind of got that for you for Christmas. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just wait for you to give me that. Because Chris didn't collect the series. He had no use for it. If he kept it, you know, it would be of no use to him. And he didn't want to start collecting it because it's a chore for him. Me, at the time, I was like, I have to have it. So I ended up getting him something else. I forget what I got him, but he still gave me that. And now we fast forward to around this time. I want the Shawn Michaels figure. And I know he wants the Samoa Joe figure from the Elite 33. He wants the Elite 33 Samoa Joe. I saw it at GameStop. But now, he told me he asked for it from his parents. So what I did was, I texted his mom, and I said, did you get Chris the Samoa Joe figure yet? And so she's like, no, I haven't gotten him anything yet. Now, this was last month, I should say. So I'm like, oh, well, I'll pick it up because I wanted to get him something for Christmas, but he put so many stuff on the list for you and his dad that I don't really know what to get him. So I'll get him Samoa Joe. She's like, okay, that sounds great. So I get it for him. But see, I got it at the GameStop that we usually go to all the time, and he noticed it was missing. And so I asked for the Shawn Michaels for Christmas for my mom. What I didn't know was when Ringside Collectibles was doing their Cyber Monday 2 sale, and I was in the doctor's office. I had I had a doctor's appointment and Chris drove me to it. While Chris was in the waiting room, he ordered the figure for me. I didn't know that. So I told my mom later that day I wanted it for Christmas. Now, I'm telling him this a couple days later while we're driving to Toys R Us, and he just gives me this look. He's like, he's got this smile and he's kind of rolling his eyes. I was like, what? I told you I wanted it. And then I thought about it for a second. I'm like, wait, you got it for me for Christmas, didn't you? He's like, yeah, it was on sale at Ringside, so I grabbed it for you. I was like, oh, this is awkward. Because we're laughing about it, because we've done this before. And I'm like, you probably already figured out what I got you. He's like, yeah, the Samoa Joe, because it's the only figure missing from GameStop. I was like, oh, well, when we get to my house, I'll just give you the figure. He's like, well, when the figure comes in, I'll just give you the figure. So it's like, we laugh because we know each other so well. And, you know, that's how you know you have a best friend. That you end up ruining each other's surprises and then laughing hysterically about it. So, you know, this figure obviously is going to have a very special, you know, meaning to me, just like Rocket does. That's why I keep him over my bed, but, you know, that's just funny, you know. So yeah, I got an early Christmas present, and then we went to Walmart up in Gardner today, just to look around, and we wanted to check out the Big Lots up there, because I've heard Big Lots have some good WWE figures. Big Lots was a bust, but Walmart had the basic Baron Corbin. I know what you're thinking, you don't buy basics, usually. Well, since there's no plans for an Elite Baron Corbin, I figured I'll just get this one just for now. And, you know, when they make an Elite one, okay. Well, actually, I do have a plan for the basic figures. I do have a bunch of old basic figures who don't have Elite figures, or I don't have the Elites of, and I might make another basic Wrestling Federation figure fed, and then I'll do an Elite figure fed and a Legends figure fed. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I don't know if I'm going to do it on YouTube or Instagram. I'll keep you guys updated when I decide to make these figure feds. Because I've been doing a lot of action shots on my Instagram, so I think I'll start making those more often. Alright, so I'm going to wrap this video up. So, like this video, ask questions, comment, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all later.